What does it mean to be truly blessed? This question finds its answer in the very first psalm, a profound piece of ancient wisdom literature. Psalm 1 verse 1 begins by saying, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful." This verse is essentially a blueprint for blessedness. It explains that true blessing comes not from following the advice of those who reject God, nor from adopting the lifestyle of those who miss the mark of God's best, nor from joining in the company of those who mock what is good and true. Instead, true blessedness is found in a different path altogether. Verse 2 continues, "But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night." Here the psalmist presents the alternative to the ways of the ungodly, the sinners and the scornful. The truly blessed person finds joy in God's law, God's teachings, God's word. They think about it, ponder it, and reflect on it continually. They immerse themselves in the wisdom and guidance it provides. In verse 3 we discover, "And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper." This verse uses the metaphor of a tree to describe the blessed life. Just as a tree planted by a river has a constant source of nourishment and is able to bear fruit and stay green, so too the person who delights in God's law will thrive, bear fruit, and prosper. Verse 4 offers a stark contrast. "The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away." The ungodly, those who reject God's ways, are compared to chaff, the lightweight, worthless material that gets separated from the grain and is blown away by the wind. It's a picture of instability, insignificance, and ultimate destruction. Verse 5 warns, "Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous." This verse speaks of the ultimate fate of the ungodly and the sinners. They will not be able to withstand God's judgment, nor will they find a place among those who are declared righteous by God. Finally, verse 6 concludes, "For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish." This is a final affirmation of the two divergent paths that people can choose. God knows, approves, and blesses the way of the righteous, but the path of the ungodly leads to destruction. To summarize, Psalm 1 presents two paths: the path of the blessed, who reject ungodly counsel, delight in God's law, and thrive like a tree by the water, and the path of the ungodly, who are like worthless chaff, unable to stand in God's judgment and destined for destruction. The choice between these paths is ours to make. The blessed path leads to life, fruitfulness, and prosperity. The ungodly path leads to insignificance, judgment, and destruction. Choose wisely.